This really is an exciting time for Hamot. There's so many positive things going on. That's really all about, obviously, as it has always been the case at Hamot, about our patients, about our mission to serve, but a lot of excitement relative to our partnerships in the region. We're obviously very excited about what the prospects of the affiliation with UPMC and Hamot is really going to bring to our patients and bring to the Erie community, and having Hamot be that sole regional tertiary hub that'll be, I think, so important in terms of the future of not just Hamot, but this entire region. And we're extremely excited about, obviously, the opening of the Women's Hospital, which is due to happen on January the 10th, something that I've described as long overdue relative to the very special care of women. And that's going to be something that for generations to come, I think we'll look back on and seeing that decision as being probably one of the real hallmarks in Hamot's history.
Hamot's continually investing in the advanced technology that leads to, I think, the best collaboration with physicians, because it brings the things that they need, the tools they need to do their work on a consistent basis, and thereby giving us the highest quality of care to our patients.
Mr. Fassett, fortunately his family brought him in within an hour, but he was paralyzed on the left side. He was unable to speak. We were able to, fortunately, administer IV TPA, and the patient was brought immediately to the neurointerventional suite, where he found a right MCA occlusion, or clot, that was causing these symptoms. And we were able to extract the clots. And within 8 hours or so, the patient recovered his ability to use his left side and his speech. And everything slowly recovered from that point. You know, Hamot's done the right thing. They've invested not only in the equipment, but in the personnel that we have. We have a full complement for our stroke team. We offer 24/7 coverage, unlike other hospitals in the area.
A lot of people come out of strokes with brain deficiency, having seizures, or part of their body's paralyzed. I come out perfect, and I'm really amazed. No, I'm doing good. I'm fine. I like Hamot. I'm not saying it because I'm here doing this for you guys. I'm saying it because I like Hamot. I said Hamot saved my life. That's how I figured out.
50 years ago or so, when this hospital formed, it was through a relationship with Hamot. Children with polio were brought here to rehabilitate themselves. So, in a way, it's back to the future. It's also an opportunity, I think, for the overall care and management of pediatric patients in the community to improve.
Well, although Hamot has terrific programs here for which we've been nationally recognized, we continue to look to larger centers to add to our programs and to bring expertise that might not be available in Erie.
Giovanni was a preterm baby, born to a mom who didn't expect to have a preterm baby, had previous full-term deliveries of healthy children, and when someone's born 2 months early, there's a whole set of things that come into play, both in terms of expectations and also coordination of the care required to take care of somebody in that situation.
The nurses at Hamot were wonderful. They explained everything. They always went over how Gio was progressing, and always went over his weight and everything that happened throughout the night when I wasn't there.
Truly, the nurses did do a great job with all three of our children at Hamot, from ensuring that we could deliver Alyssa naturally and not have to go through a C-section with her, to taking care of Antonio when he had his issues with NICU, and on with Giovanni when we spent almost 3 weeks there with them, and they made us feel right at home.
We had such a great turnout, and it could have been a lot worse. Considering my condition, it could have been a lot worse, and like I said, they took the initiative and stepped right in, and everybody was wonderful. They did a fabulous job. And I have Giovanni to prove it.
Hamot's maternity, labor and delivery, and neonatal intensive care unit are already the very best in the region. And now, with the commitment of Hamot's leadership and board, we are elevating the care for women and babies in our community with the opening of the Women's Hospital in January 2011.
A facility of this caliber, dedicated to women, is unparalleled. From the sophisticated NICU to the spacious labor and delivery rooms and postpartum rooms, Hamot Women's Hospital offers an experience unlike any other.
And through our Hamot for Women services, we're able to offer innovative programs like the Mammo Marathon, a fun event aimed at making annual mammograms less intimidating.
I heard about the Mammo Marathon through work. I was riding in the elevator, and it's posted in big letters on the elevator, and us girls from housekeeping were sitting around the table talking about it. We read it in the Hamot today. If you work at Hamot, you know everything that's going on. So I thought it would be a beautiful way for me to get my mammogram, which I was quite late on, and I didn't have to take time away from work.
I've been a mammographer for over 35 years, and through all my experience with patients, you get to talk to them a lot, and they started telling me about all the people they knew that haven't gotten their mammogram yet. So I thought, boy, wouldn't it be neat if we had one day that we could offer 24 hours of mammograms to these ladies? This way there'd be no excuses.
Because of the Mammo Marathon, they detected cancer in my right breast. Had I not went to it, I'd have never found it. It was caught early enough, and I'm cancer-free.
Because our mission is to serve, and this is how I came up with the idea, by listening to our patients. And what better way to start serving is by listening to them, what their needs are, and to put this wonderful event forth. And Hamot gives us the tools to do our job and the technology to help these women.
I credit the Mammo Marathon for saving my life. Hamot Hospital literally saved my life.
At Hamot, we maintain an unwavering focus on quality. Each year, we set stretch goals, and we really base those goals on the highest national standards of safety and quality. And then those goals are executed by our clinical staff, and you will find them to be the best trained, most dedicated professionals anywhere in this country.
I heard a crash. Something like you've never heard. And he was on his knees and his face, and his hands were behind him. And I grabbed him and I rolled him over, and I felt for a pulse, and there wasn't any. And he wasn't breathing.
Dick Kerner suffered a massive heart attack, and by the time he made it to Hamot's emergency department, he had already died twice.
The next day the surgeon came in, Dr. Straka, and as soon as he came in and sat on the bed, he just said, "What can I do for you folks?" And it just, like we've known him all our lives. A fantastic experience. If you have to have a desperate health issue, you go to Hamot, because they'll make sure you get home.
The Kerners were so moved by the care Dick received that they chose to recognize his caregivers through a gift to the Hamot Second Century Fund.
The Kerners' gift was so important because it was important for the Kerners because it's a way for them to say thank you for the people who saved Dick's life. But it's important for the people who gave that care too, because they don't need a thank you, but it makes them feel so good about what they do when they know they have changed a life.
We think care should be delivered locally when it can be delivered locally, but patients depend on their physicians to recommend where they should go for their care when they do have to leave their community. We're very proud at Hamot to have a high-quality profile that we lead every discussion with. We expect that we can deliver that care that that physician and that patient out in the region expect when they do have to leave their community.
I think it's fair to say that Hamot's importance to the small regional hospitals is really one of our continued existence. The way healthcare is changing and the need to be bigger in order to survive and in order to purchase, we need a friendly partner that's there to help us do that. On our own, we can't do that.
I thought I had a cold. I thought I had a very, very bad cold. I had gone several days. Finally, evening, I went to the ER at Kane Community Hospital.
We have a new relationship with Kane Community Hospital where we staff their emergency department with our Hamot emergency medicine physicians. And I was actually the physician on that day who took care of Mr. Shepard. And at that time I was concerned that he was having some areas of ischemia in his heart, or blockages for lack of a better term, and some concern of congestive heart failure.
My first stop was with an echogram and in cardiology. Everything is just unbelievable. The teamwork is out of this world.
The Hamot Kane Community Hospital relationship means a lot to patients in an area like Kane. The patients really don't want to leave home. They want to stay in their community. The more services we can bring to the community, whether it's through clinics or telemedicine, the better. For the patients that need to leave the community, the continuity of care is the most important thing, I believe, in quality care. And so from the first day they come into our hospital, they may be seeing a Hamot physician there or one of our physicians, but they will be handed off very smoothly to a Hamot counterpart, and the continuity care has been preserved.
Between the two facilities and all of their staff, I do firmly believe that they have saved my life, all of them working together.
We are proud of the partnerships Hamot has formed, not only with the regional hospitals, but with facilities such as the Shriners. And now, through a new partnership and affiliation with UPMC, Hamot services stand to grow. We'll continue to offer enhanced quality while ensuring that our patients receive better access to an even higher level of care, right here in our community for years to come.
I really truly feel after over 35 years here at Hamot that this is really our time. And when I say our time, it's really the time that the culmination of all the effort and the energy and the hard work and the dedication and the compassion of so many thousands of people that have been about Hamot is really now culminating in the excitement of all the events that we're now facing. So it truly is our time. And I often have said that why not Erie? Why not Hamot? And this is it. This is the time that I think we are literally poised on the future, on the excitement of the future, and on generations to come that will look back on this time and see this as a pivotal turning point, really, not just in Hamot's history, but really in the history of this entire region.